Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on last year's national champions, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the game. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as... hoped when he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a man in the middle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
And I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion way down the middle of the field.
Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting...
Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
The Boilermakers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Let's go! Let's go!
the tight end. Touchdown, Purdue! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
The inside handoff. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Offense set on first down. Looking to pass. It's Rich. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Ducks are on the move. To the ground. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
From the gun, running back on the move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets it out quickly. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To the air, it's Rich. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Ducks will try to pick it up on 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Boilermakers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Got it set up on the outside.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on third. A strike downfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
In the Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Fires on the move. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To throw, it's Rich. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's
breaks into the open. Powers through. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll send the tight end in motion. Hands it off. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And this one is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Alabama has the lead right now, but this Tide crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 4 over Georgia State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he scoops his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. He's got him. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now the play fake. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Brought it back to the 6-yard line after making the interception.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Here's the pressure, and he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly.
There he goes. He's at the 40, the 20. He's at the touchdown, Oregon. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw an interception.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's a really nice-looking throw, and when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to pass, it's Rich. Pocket breaking down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save ahead and just get out of bounds.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The RPO, it's complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the tailback. Quick spin on the line. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Leaves it with the running back. Plows through the defense. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play from the 30-yard line on 1st down. To the air, it's Rich. Fires to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Oh, out of space. He's at the 40, at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Purdue!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the 1st half.
Let's Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. They're trailing by just 4 to Louisville. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Rich. Uncorks it. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently and to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the 2nd half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. At the 40, there he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
From the gun, the ground game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here.
Here we go.
They'll move the wide receiver. The offense changing the play. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Off the play fake on first down. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And that one will give them the lead.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. And that time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical.
There he goes. Seizing an open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Rich. Got his man to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
The Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Makes the catch. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable third and long situation.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll cut the lead to 1, 28-27.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know.
Hits the afterburner. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Boilermakers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A shot toward the end zone, and they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They go to the draw. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to change this route. Just keeps slinging it. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Trick 9 feet. 6 for 8.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. Can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
The Boilermakers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
22, water.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And I think a lot of times on offense, you start to get 1st and goal. People are like, why do you run outside? You run outside because you want DBs to have to tackle, you know. But they did a good job stringing this play out, not letting it get downhill, and making the tackle on 1st down.
That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Base 27 jump.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Purdue! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Non-native receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to throw. It's Rich. It's complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. Turning it on. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football and try to pick that up on the field.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line responds to this. Can they be more physical and start winning their one-on-one battles?
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice pickup on the play by the tight end there, but how about that massive hit on defense, keeping the tight end short of picking up that first down?
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go right back to him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
The Boilermakers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. A designed run for the quarterback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on 3rd down. If he doesn't get it, 4th down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. The players always want it.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Fighting off the defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Here's the handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Touchdown, Boilermaker! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back on the option. The give. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Dropping back, it's Rich. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.